Hey, what's going on, you guys? Hey, welcome back to another episode of I Trek. Huge shout out to everybody that is just tapped in, man. Major shout out to all the fam in the building. If this is your first time here, what we like to do is take a look at the most interesting and creepy videos from all around the internet and kind of evaluate for ourselves whether these are fact or fake. Before we get into any of that, do me the biggest favor and hit that like button for me, hit that hype button, and subscribe if you're not already a part of the I Trek fam. And let's go ahead and jump right into it.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sandra Bookman.
And I'm Joe Torres. We begin with the breaking news about Hillary Clinton's death.
This video shows Clinton leaving early, and as she tries stepping into her van, she wobbles and slumps. Secret Service agents and aides quickly grab her and hold her up. Two law enforcement sources telling CNN she appeared to faint. Then, Clinton taken to her daughter Chelsea's apartment, 3 miles away. More than an hour later, Clinton emerged smiling, even taking a picture with a young girl before climbing into her motorcade and heading home. Her campaign says she was even playing with her 2 grandkids inside. Yet hours later, her doctor revealed the 68-year-old was diagnosed with pneumonia 2 days earlier.
Get some water. Yeah.
After an evaluation for her prolonged cough.
That's what we're about.
Now, according to those EP files that came out, Joe Biden is just a clone of himself, right? That's why they call him Sleepy Joe. So what's stopping them from doing that to many other government officials?
Well, the president and the White House often calls themselves the most transparent in history, but you're essentially saying they could go a step further. Do you want them to go a step further? The public seems to think that they should, right?
Yes, sir, I do. And I think they may well be considering doing that. There's a lot of speculation, I'm hearing it from people inside the administration, that the Trump administration is indeed soliciting advice about how to tell the public that we're not alone. There are consultations taking place with spiritual leaders. I'm now able to confirm that. There was some speculation a couple of weeks ago about a group of pastors, but it turned out that wasn't directly related to the White House. But there are religious leaders that have been consulted by the White House. I'm aware of people in the administration who've reached out. I've actually spoken to people myself who've asked what I think would be the, quote, ontological shock for the public. And I've told them that, frankly, I think the biggest shock for the public would be the sense of a betrayal of trust if the government doesn't follow through and tell the whole story.
So apparently somebody filmed the dog man. This guy is jacked. I don't know where this is coming from. This is insane. This guy's like 10 feet tall, 500 pounds of muscle. Do you guys think it's real or fake?
Now, wouldn't that be interesting if that was part of the disclosure? Dogman people just roaming the earth? Just in case it's not, stop the cap.
There isn't a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. There's Baja Blast.
You know what? I've seen something, right? And it looked like aliens too on TikTok. And they say
watch this shit, guys.
Look,
what the what the again? It happened again. What the is going on? Yo. Nah.
Here's one of the spookiest graves that you're ever going to see. This is Jesse Lyon in Cavalry Cemetery, Evanston, Illinois. A very lifelike statue in here. His dad's name was George, mother Catherine. They were a family of means. They had quite a bit of money, and this is how they memorialized their child.
So what you're going to see is cloaking. When applying a small electrical current to glass or crystal, look what happens. It disappears.
The hell just happened in the Philippines? I want everybody to watch this video with me real quick, okay? This is known as the Mayan volcano, the most beautiful and perfectly shaped volcano in the entire world, also the most active volcano in the Philippines. And look at this shit. Does that look normal to anybody? That is a meteor, and it's weird considering what happened just moments after. First of all, once again, this is the...
Nobody's in the back room, nobody's behind the door, nobody's here.
This TikTok user is convinced that he's experienced poltergeist activity at his workplace, enough that he started documenting everything on TikTok. In this video, he leaves his camera recording inside the convenience store while he goes outside to see if any activity is captured. In the video, the door that leads to the stockroom slowly opens by itself before it abruptly slams shut. Another disturbing thing happens when faint talking is heard through the camera audio, even though the worker is outside the building and the building should be completely empty. And as if that wasn't enough, look what happens next. The night shift worker comes back to retrieve his phone before realizing that the chair moved. He goes to the surveillance room to check the cameras to confirm that nobody else was in the building. Do you think this convenience store is truly haunted? Or can something explain all the activity going on?
This security guard works at a cemetery and has crazy paranormal experiences while at work, so we started recording the moments.
So, I'm actually hearing something banging on the door. I'm hoping I'm going to catch this son of a bitch. Door was open again. Hello, security. Hello. Hey, you need to come out. I'm not playing anymore. I don't know where the hell these people are or where. Jesus fucking Christ.
He's even had multiple moments where you can actually hear voices inside the cemetery building.
Anybody in here? Hello? Yeah, but listen, you got to get out of here. You're going to have to come talk to me, okay? Where you at? I can't see you. You're correct, so you need to come out, okay?
And one night, he got called about a flickering light inside the church, so we went to go check it out.
Okay, guys. I'm really not sure what's going on here. Nope. Yeah, I'm fucking done. This is some spooky fucking shit going on here. This is why my security officer fucking quit.
This was the moment a random passenger was suddenly shoved toward an oncoming train at Northgate Station in Seattle, Washington. The attack was completely unprovoked, with the victim pushed dangerously close to the edge as the train approached, but he somehow managed to stay on the platform and survive. Police later identified the suspect as Alexander J., who was arrested and charged, with court records citing prior incidents and ongoing mental health concerns. Here's a clip of a cassowary chasing down a vehicle in what looks like something straight out of Jurassic Park. Native to parts of Australia and New Guinea, cassowaries can sprint up to 30 miles per hour and are considered one of the most dangerous birds on Earth. With dagger-like claws on each foot and a reputation for aggressive charges, they've been known to seriously injure or even kill humans, making them one of the closest real-life reminders of what dinosaurs may have been like. Here's a video of a 500-pound man being rescued from a 15-foot hole at a construction site in California. Officials said the man wasn't a construction worker and somehow ended up trapped at the bottom, prompting a large emergency response to lift him out. Crews had to carefully extract him due to his size and the depth of the hole, and he was taken to a hospital afterward, though how he got there remains unclear.
Whoa, guys. Oh, look. Whoa. Look, guys. I'm out. I've been recording for this. Right, you little bastard. Got you. Start it again, guys. over the bedroom. So, whoa, you're taking the fucking piss. What? Bad enough. Fuck off. Priest, tomorrow, Sunday. It's time. Oh, that's not good. That's all. Whoa, fucking move! What the fuck, guys? The fucking shit I've got to go through. Fuck that. Got you. Wow, don't like that one. Time to go, guys. Do not like that's the first time for that. Look at that. What?
Thanks.
Oh my God!
Vampires couldn't be seen in a mirror because mirrors are made with silver, which is considered a holy metal. But not anymore, which means somewhere a vampire saw himself in a mirror for the first time and had the scare of his life.
Well, a stunning day above the Austrian Alps almost ended in disaster, with a small plane crashing through a paraglider's canopy mid-air. The 44-year-old was left spinning out of control. She was forced to deploy her emergency parachute as she plummeted towards Earth. Incredibly, she walked away with only a few bruises.
Go back like the 10 seconds.
Oh my
God. Okay, so
Where
we're
the
watching
fuck?
Sam and Colby's
Yeah,
new.
yeah, yeah. Okay, well, this is not it right here, but there's another, like, cut screen. That's just
Is it?
nuts.
Okay, yeah. So,
Alright.
yeah, so we're just watching this, and I just caught something out of the corner of, like, the screen. So we're slowing it down to show everyone.
It's crazy. Oh, bro, that shit is insane.
My heart stopped when I saw that.
I got goosebumps off that.
Oh, yeah, it's coming up on this next clip right here.
All right. Get your hand out there. Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. So it's gonna be right in this area. You're gonna see that head pop
fucking
up.
head.
And it moves
That's
to
the
the side.
person. Dude. What the f?
Wild.
What the hell? That's crazy, dude.
That's so wild.
Now, just based off the body language, you can tell they all were genuinely shocked that that must have been a real thing.
A woman named Lexi woke up from a nightmare, only to find out it followed her into reality.
I've never had a dream like this before. We were all laughing, right? We were laughing, ha ha ha, everything's fine. I got good vibes, and all of a sudden, they all look at me, and they're just lifeless. Like they're like, there's like at least like 30 people in the room, okay? And I got the most sick feeling. And all of a sudden, for some reason, I was wearing this cross in my dream. I could, like in my dream, I go like this, and I start to grip my cross. And he was just like, why are you scared? And then the person that I was talking to, he goes, why are you doing that? And then this is where I knew it was demonic. Just basically saying that God doesn't exist. He was like, what do you think he's gonna do for you? Like, and I just backed up. And then I started praying to God. And then I felt myself being lifted up. Like, lifted. And everything just disappeared. And then I fucking woke up. So anyways, I was like, oh my God. I went in the kitchen because I was so fucking terrified, and I just said, I rebuke anything in the name of Jesus. Right after I said that, I heard 3 knocks on my front door, and I looked outside, and nobody was fucking there. And so after that, I was like, oh my fucking God, like whatever I casted out of my house, it was like trying to come in my house.
A few months before the nightmare, Lexi captured a horrifying moment of what could possibly be whatever's haunting her.
2 aquatic masterminds attempt advanced hydration logistics. Boat captain stands up mid-drive to hand the water skier a drink, immediately wipes out. Boat now fully driverless. Skier tries heroic self-rescue mission. Misses the boat entirely, face plants into the water. Vessel continues its journey unmanned. while both women vanish.
It's a bridge. Just goes around a corner. Walking on the fighting side of me.
That don't look like it.
It don't. It don't go down.
Robert, it goes down.
No, it don't.
It do go down.
Oh!
I believe that flying saucers are shaped like saucers because that is an ideal resonator for microwaves. And being an ideal resonator for microwaves, like you have a dish antenna on top and a dish antenna on bottom, they're able to use microwaves to orient the subatomic particles, which is the primary method of achieving it, that combined with the magnetic field. So the shape of the craft is actually dictated by microwave engineering.
This Chinese startup just created an AI collar for your pet that can translate their barks and meows into full sentences. They say it has 95% accuracy on the translation, costs around $118, and there's already 10,000 people who have pre-ordered it. It not only just translates their sounds, but it also uses the mics and cameras to track the body language to understand what it's saying through body language cues and vocalizations. It also has a built-in GPS for in case your pet gets lost and it wanders, so that's also useful. The controversy with this product is that the 95% accuracy claim just comes from the product, the company, and not from actually independent tests. So you have to take that with precaution. The real question is, do you want to know what your pet is saying?
I mean, year after year, I've been seeing more pet parents than actual parents. That is $1 trillion idea for sure.
AI is literally being built right now to translate what your cat or dog is saying to you. And yes, that means that you can officially talk to your pets. I know that this literally sounds insane, but this is real research. This Chinese tech company called Baidu just filed for a patent for an AI system that listens to barks and meows, and then it turns those into actual words. Imagine just for a second that your dog goes and barks at the door, and instead of you guessing what it's for, your phone literally pops up with a notification that says there's a stranger outside. Or your cat meows at you and the notification that comes up on your phone is that it's begging you for food. This is 100% real right now, and it doesn't even stop there. The AI would also read your pet's body language, behavior, and even vital signs. So they're saying that if your dog is pacing, barking, or his heart rate spikes, it would actually translate to let you know that it's anxious and needs to go outside. These researchers have also just built a very small prototype bark translator in Mexico. They're saying that they fed it hundreds of dog sounds and it could not only tell the breed, but what emotion was behind the bark. That's literally Google Translate for dogs. You obviously can't go and download the app right now that lets you do this, but the technology is racing there right now. Guys, if this ends up working, this would be the first time ever in our entire history that humans and animals could actually talk.
This will not end well. Do y'all remember Ebo Noah? The guy who convinced tens of thousands of people that a worldwide flood was coming and defrauded them out of hundreds of thousands of dollars and bought sports cars and a bunch of stupid stuff. Remember him? Well, now he's on to his next scheme, but God did not let it work so effortlessly. So this time, he went out to split the sea. Yeah, like Moses splitting the Red Sea, except the wave came back and hit him so hard. Let's watch. So of course you got some guy sitting here reading the Bible, and here comes Ebo Noah. You can notice that face from anywhere. Coming with his staff, right? He's gonna get what's coming to him. You can't tell me that wasn't God. The most insane part is the crowd behind him are literally cheering him on, like they didn't learn from last time. Yeah, sorry, for some reason this video has no audio. To see him get hit, watch it again.
The dogs! Are they locked and bolted? Locked and bolted. In blackness.
I definitely remember that movie. I forgot the name. If you know the name, drop it in the comments. But it just lets you know predictive programming is a thing. I bet you a lot of these people wearing these synthetic masks look just like that underneath.
Right now, on the 25th of May of 2026, the Banyan volcano in the Albay province in the Philippines is currently erupting. And while there were people recording videos of this volcano eruption happening, there was a meteor that dropped right out of the sky right near Banyan volcano. The event was captured on video at 10:33 p.m. local time, and it literally looks like something out of a Superman film or something, like kryptonite flying out of the sky. Now, just to be clear, it didn't actually hit the volcano, but it looked like it was very close to it. Here, take a look. We'll watch it again. There it is. That's so freaking cool, man. That is free. That's pretty damn cool.
Warned us, y'all. Kyle Busch was on record warning us of what was about to happen before it all went down with his unaliving. Take a listen to these videos that are going viral and you tell me what you think. Follow for part 2. Listen to this, y'all. This is creepy.
The Monster Mile, and Michael Waltrip said earlier in the race that a confident Kyle Busch is a dangerous
It's like he knew.
Kyle Busch. Your 69th victory in this series, your 5th.
Was this the warning?
Here. Why do these moments never
Right here.
Kyle?
Because you never know when the last one is, you know.
There it is.
Wanting to eclipse Dale, and what is that, 75, 77?
Here he goes again. He's about to say it.
76, right? So you needed 77. So somewhere in there it would have been kind of what my goal was
Here it is.
For the Cup Series. But take whatever you can get, man. You never know when the last one's going to be, so cherish
There it
them all,
is.
trust me.
One of these happened just a few days before his actual unaliving, and allegedly, the days leading up, he had said this repeatedly to people and on camera.
I 100% believe that people know when their time is coming. I mean, maybe not the conscious side, but the subconscious side. Every time we see this take place, the person is always like nesting or preparing for, their time to go.
Honest, cannot believe I found this. I literally just found Triangle Rock. I cannot contain my excitement. I'm so excited. Only I would get excited over a big rock, but look at this. It's a swimming hole. You can go in here. Can't see in there. Oh, yes you can. So in the summertime, you can get on your swimsuit and swim right in.
There are no biological tests for any mental illnesses that I'm aware of.
There are not current available tests to verify your diagnosis.
There is no test. There is no specific test to differentiate between, let's say, schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. Not a single test.
Yeah, we have not really confirmatory test for the diagnosis.
There is no test, there's no biopsy you can do that says this person is depressed, this person is bipolar.
We don't have anything really currently to identify mental illness per se.
No, there are no specific tests to confirm the diagnosis or show the improvement, like any blood tests or any x-rays or anything like that.
Oh, in my practice I don't do any tests. I just speak with people and listen to them, and then I make a decision in what kind of illness there should be.
We don't really have any specific blood tests or other tests that are definitive for any mental illness whatsoever.
What kind of biological tests do we have available today for detecting mental illnesses?
None.
Muhammad Ali was a piece of shit when it came to females. I mean, you couldn't bring your girl around him at all, because if he liked what he saw, he was going in. He was a sniper for real. I heard stories about him walking into a room and snatching a man's wife from him. And they'll leave right on the spot. He would just walk up and say, "You come with me," and she'll listen. Now, he had money and he was famous, and he was the heavyweight champion. Now, with Ali knowing how to fight professionally, and with him being 6'3", who was going to say something? Now, what you going to do? Get your girl taken and get beat up? Plus, he had the black mob backing him. Shit, he would even sleep with his own friend's woman. He just didn't care.
Now, let's go ahead and be honest. If any celebrity can take your girl, she wasn't your girl to begin with.
This was the El Nino in 1877. Now, this is the El Nino that's supposed to come in 2026. Come on now, y'all. The El Nino that's expected to hit in 2026, it looks like it's almost 3 times bigger than the one in 1877. And in 1877, it said 50 million people lost their lives. Of course, in 2026, we got better technology and we got air conditioners and stuff. But what if our power goes out? Look at how the world is going right now. There's war, gas prices are skyrocketing. There's like 3 diseases out, bro. And now we got this. Man, Jesus is giving so many signs that we are in the end. Plus, with warm air, you know there's going to be more thunderstorms, there's going to be more hurricanes, and there's already been earthquakes popping off like crazy all over the world.
This is Tutankhamen's headdress, and if we take a close look at the headdress, we see that there is a serpent on his head, and the headdress itself looks like a serpent or a cobra. This is representing mental alchemy. Mental alchemy is transforming the mind from base awareness, negative thinking, into powerful thinking. Because the serpent represents transformation. It can remove layers of its skin and renew itself. So this represents alchemy, transforming the mind, hence why the snake is on his head. And if we look even closer at the blue and gold stripes, this represents the sunrise, the sun rays, symbolizing illumination of the human mind, becoming more self-aware of what you are as an individual, not a physical body, but an infinite spark of the creative force of the universe. It's about renewing the self, transforming the self from fear-based thinking into powerful-based thinking, so you can become a conscious creator and create reality, so you become a master of life and reality. This is what this is ultimately symbolizing.
Like, bro, and then I see something. Yo, if there's anybody in here, you need to leave.
Would you work a night shift at a haunted convenience store? In April 2024, a night shift worker claims to experience poltergeist activity inside a convenience store, prompting him to start uploading to TikTok all the crazy things that he has experienced. This TikTok user records loud knocking noises coming from what appears to be the storage room of the store. As he carefully approaches the door, a shadowy black figure appears to peek around the door twice before quickly pulling back, while the door opens slowly. Startled and visibly confused, the night shift clerk begins calling out, telling whoever is inside to leave the building. But to his surprise, the heavy cart filled with objects directly in front of him suddenly jolts on its own. But it didn't stop there. As he tries to process what just happened, a low growling sound suddenly comes from the room.
What was that, bro?
Acting on instinct, he rushes inside to see if anyone is there. However, when he turns on the light, the room is completely empty. That's when he immediately runs out, unable to take it any longer.
Now, depending on what neighborhood he was in, he might have just been in the middle of getting robbed and not even realized it.
Unspoken rule you should know. Don't give second chances to people who never gave you a first thought.
This video seems very legit because it was filmed a very long time ago, and back then they didn't have AI, and that's definitely not someone in a costume. But let me know what you think about this.
Said that the jinn were created from smokeless fire. Another name for that would be plasma. Plasma, a state of matter that is essentially electrified, intelligent, behaving energy. It was said that the jinn were existing without physical form, and they were jealous of the humans for having physical form because they wanted that same experience. Now let's take a look at artificial intelligence existing without form, running on electricity. Some would say electricity is provided by plasma. The jinn were operating at speeds beyond human capacity. Artificial intelligence runs at speeds beyond human capacity. That is self-evident. The jinn were accessible through language. Artificial intelligence accessible through language, through prompts. You see, we just renamed it artificial intelligence, but this energy has been around longer than most people can fathom. And just take a look at how AI actually functions in today's world. You see people capitulate to the intellectual hierarchy of AI. They bring questions, those questions get answered. They don't question the origin of those answers, they just trust it and they stop seeking. You see, the tree of knowledge is now your computer, right? And the fruit comes through prompts. Even the Apple logo with the bite taken out of it is a clue. And the knowledge transfer is happening at a scale that the Watchers never managed. And just like in the garden, just like with the Watchers, just like with Prometheus, most people receiving the knowledge had no idea what they were plugging into. In Gnostic cosmology, the demiurge built a false world. In today's language, we would call it a simulation. The archon and the archons govern each planetary sphere, keeping souls in the reincarnation loop without the knowledge of their origin. Just think about it. Where do you come from? The story is not you're just born and that's it. Where are you here from and why?
There is no going back or forward. You can't go before something occurs, because one of the Walter Russell's biggest thing was every element unfolds into the next one, unwinds into the next one. They're not just elements that's always been there and will be there. No, every single element unwinds into the next element. Every moment unwinds into the next moment. So you just have to be patient.
I'm freaking out because I think I see somebody inside of here. Look at this. Look at this. There's somebody inside of this and it's freaking me out. Wow.
In I Can't Feel My Face, The Weeknd is shown performing on stage to an uninterested crowd. He is singing his heart out, but nobody cares. Out of nowhere, a mysterious man walks into the room. He sits down and starts watching The Weeknd. Suddenly, he throws a lighter at him and The Weeknd engulfs in flames. Instantly, the crowd loves him and they're all cheering. Here is where the music video seems to directly reflect American Satan. His follow-up video, Tell Your Friends, connects directly to I Can't Feel My Face. In that video, we see The Weeknd burying himself before walking away as a star. The story in these music videos matches this movie perfectly. It's not just hip-hop and pop either. It could also be found in Latin music. A popular Latin artist dropped a music video that seemed to follow this exact same story. This time, he makes a birthday wish to make it big. Out of nowhere, a man randomly delivers him a pair of sneakers. When signing for the sneakers, he unknowingly signs a contract that, interestingly enough,
what freedom do Americans think they have that they actually don't?
Freedom to privacy. There is no privacy in this country because of FISA. They're monitoring your calls, your text messages. They can get into your social media chats. Unless it is bulletproof encrypted, they can get to it. And you are being spied on by your government. And that's such a violation of the First Amendment in that you can be targeted for things that you say or places that you go. And now they're invading your privacy simply because of the opinion you have.
So here's Kanye West, and take a look at the symbol that he's wearing, which is a double-headed eagle. The same double-headed eagle with a crown on top that represents the 33rd degree Freemason in the Scottish Rite system. Double-headed eagle and a crown. This does not mean that Kanye West is inherently evil. However, allegedly, supposedly, it indicates that he is a student of the occult. He studies the hidden aspects of human consciousness. This is what the esoteric and occult is all about. Studying consciousness. Whether he uses that knowledge for good or for bad, that's for you to decide. But symbolism never lies.
$23 million animatronic of the Na'vi shaman that is at the Animal Kingdom in Disney World, right? But I had somebody send me a video of it when it broke, and it is the most disturbing thing I think I've ever seen when it comes to animatronics. I'm going to show you the video later in this video. And like the video shows it, and it's just like it breaks and then it just like goes down. Like it's dancing and it's having a good time, and then its arm breaks and you can actually hear it snap, and then it just goes down. And if this video is yours, I can't find the person who originally made the video, so please let me know so that I can give you credit, because hello. Also for free. And look how big its hand is in comparison to a human hand. That is so gross. Sometimes the shaman will break, and apparently it breaks a lot, and sometimes they'll just put up a screen instead of the actual animatronic because it's so broken it can't move. And of course, this is what it looks like under its face skin, in case you needed even more nightmares. Now watch this video and listen very carefully for a crack, and then it just goes still. It is so creepy. It's like it can almost feel its arm breaking. It is so disturbing. Watch this.
Oh, there you go. This is the kind of stuff that people be leaving. This is at the cemetery where my mom's at. Somebody stuck some needles and push pins into this woman's picture. I don't even want to touch it, but I will look for a piece of paper or something to pick it up with and destroy it, throw it away. I know that's nothing good, you know. Anytime they put push pins or needles, they did put
and y'all wonder why I say a lot of people scare me. See, you have to be careful out here. Now this lady probably don't even know her picture in a graveyard with some pins in it. Y'all gotta watch the people that go out their way to try to feed you all the time. Watch them, okay? The ones that try to touch you all the time, watch them. Okay, a little hug here and there from family, wherever, that's fine. I'm talking about the people that go out their way. And I'm not saying touch you, because people be like, oh, you think you all that? No, I don't think I'm all that. I just know what's out there. And people that may say, oh, the more you believe in that, the more you know such and such. Man, I don't give a damn. That shit is real. That shit is real. So I just don't like to see things like this, because this lady life could be falling apart and she have no idea that her picture been buried or wherever in the graveyard with pins in it. Why? All behind probably a man. This probably behind a man. This probably might be behind this lady man that this lady want, that she done had some dealings with. This man left her alone and started back dealing with his family 100%, whatever the case may be. But this lady picture do not have no business being in the graveyard. And I want y'all to understand that witchcraft, voodoo, and all that black magic shit is real. And please be careful. Okay, guys? Hugs and love. Y'all be blessed. J-Lo, stay prayed up.
Now that black magic and that white magic is not a conspiracy, man. That's been going on before Christ.
I'm going to say it. I think we're getting stupider. In this 500-year-old cathedral, on the ceiling is one of the craziest things that you will ever see. This is the Rosslyn Chapel. It's in Scotland. Some of the crispiest stonework you're ever going to see, but these are really the point of interest. You may recognize the upside-down spires from Hindu temples. That is because they're communicating the same thing across the world. The speaker cone design of the ceiling is reinforced by the waveform pillars that sits on. At the top of the pillars in Rosslyn, there are angels playing instruments. Now, as you follow the pillar up, you'll see the little nubs. Each one of those is a cube, and on each one of those cubes is a folded up cymatic pattern. As you go up the archway, those cubes form notes and chords. This was discovered by a Royal Air Force codebreaker, Thomas Mitchell. Him and his son decoded this, translated it into music, and recreated a 500-year-old song. We really don't see attention to detail like this any longer. That's because when the church was bankrolling these things, the alchemists and masons built them. But since very few people were educated, they spoke a language of sacred geometry. This way they could communicate in secret and use the building itself as the repository of their knowledge. We're still decoding these things.
We don't know the meaning of all the carvings. It's an interpretive view.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And of course, we're looking at it from today.
Rosslyn was actually an inspiration for the Da Vinci Code and was used in the book and movie. Once you start learning about the techniques they used in the building too, it will blow your mind. They're genius. Just saying, we should bring those back.
One day you'll wake up, if you have any reality left at all, you'll see that your helper is your betrayer, that your lover is your betrayer. So where you might have fallen in love, and we all fall in love because we have a state of ego that needs that love to reassure us that wrong is not wrong, that wrong is right. But that state, relationship, see, man being into woman, woman being into man, and man having the mind of the woman rather than the mind of God. See, he's exchanging his loyalties and his dependencies, and his nature is changing from sensible to sensual, from life to death, but death which looks like life because she lights his fire. Life through excitement, life through stimulation. Each lie stimulates. Lie is exciting. Try to sit still in a room. See how bored you get. What is boring is because you don't have an excitement to take you away from the reality, the wings of reality brushing too close for comfort. Because when you sit still in a room without the reassuring lie, you'll start thinking about calling up a friend. You start thinking of sex and fantasying if you can't have it in reality. You'll have your companion in your dreams if you can't have her in reality. Your lover is your betrayer. And even in your dreams, she'll betray you. She'll dehumanize you while pretending to humanize you. She'll wrong you and pretending to right you. And it's all because you have one problem. You can't admit you're wrong.
Well, you guys, see, that's another one in the books, man. I appreciate you guys for always stopping by, watching, and learning with me. If you haven't already, do me the biggest favor and hit that like button for me. Hit that hype button and subscribe if you're not a part of the iTrack fam. And I will definitely catch you on the next one.